Good morning and happy Monday, TBS Fit Fam. Well, this, is an average Monday where things don't always work out, the way that we plan them. And today I was supposed to do a Zoom call and I'm locked out of Zoom, but that will not hold me back from giving you guys your mindset training for today. Monday is a very important day because it sets the tone for the entire rest of your week. Now, with the pandemic, with the shutdown, with all the closures, every day might feel like a Monday for you. So every day is just a little bit more important for you to continue your mindset training, to take what we do today, what we talk about today, and to use it, and to develop it, and to grow, and to put it into action. Your mindset is your attitude. It is your attitude. It is the behaviors you do. It basically controls your whole body. If you have a negative mindset, you might not think that it comes off to other people, but it will come off through your actions. If you have a positive mindset, that will also come off through your actions. And it's pretty, what's the word? It's contagious. Your positivity is contagious. We talk about that all the time at our TBS team meetings, that when you're positive and you have energy, it flows to other people. So today, we're going to talk about different types of mindset. I do have a few things that we're going to talk about over the next few weeks. But, with this new closure, I think it's important that we touch on the two different types of mindset. We have a fixed mindset and we have a growth mindset. And I want to talk about the differences with those. I do have some notes. So if you see me looking off to the side, that would be why. But let's talk a little bit about definitions here. So, what is a fixed mindset? A fixed mindset is that you're stuck in your ways. There's no deviation, no learning. You're going to find a way around the problem to continue doing exactly what you're doing. You have a problem with change, and none of these are bad things. They just don't leave you room for growth or for development or for further, taking steps forward. So in a growth mindset, the difference is that the growth mindset is the understanding that abilities can be developed. And it seems simple. It seems like, yeah, okay, I get it. I can learn. I can do more. And you can. A lot of people learn and it goes in, but it's never actually hardwired in and then applied. They feel like they may have learned something, and maybe you do. Maybe you can spit something new off. But is that new development affecting your actions? And that is very, very important, especially during these times. Let's see. The main difference is, sorry, I'm trying to find my notes. The main difference is ambition. Are you ambitious to chase your goals? I think the biggest example here is when the shutdown occurred, the difference in mindset that you saw from people immediately. I'm not doing virtual. Nope, not changing my mind. Or, this is really a hard time. It's not really what I like, but I'll figure it out. We'll get through it together. Two completely different ends of a spectrum, right? You have your fixed mindset of, I'm only working out if we're going to the gym, blah, blah, blah. And over here you have, doesn't matter what they do, we're working out no matter what. Two different ends. And, all political views aside, that is the mindset difference. The mindset difference is, nope, not changing my mind, or damn, this sucks, but, we'll get through it anyway. Now, I'm going to challenge you to try something new outside of your box. I'm going to challenge you to do something that is uncomfortable for you. We talk a lot about getting comfortable being uncomfortable. So we want to challenge you to get outside your box. We want you to be uncomfortable because that's where change occurs. And that's where that growth mindset comes in, is we're challenging you to enter that growth mindset, to develop a new ability, a new skill, a new talent, a new habit. And you develop that over time. It's a new learned thing that you do, and you roll with it, and you understand that there's room for growth and development. I did want to, go into actually discussing these with you, doing examples with you, but, due to my Zoom kicking me out, I'm going to give you some examples. Some very basic examples of a growth mindset would be, you're in math class and 2 plus 2 is 4, right? Super simple, easy. But say a student was like, excuse me, can you please show me a different way to solve that problem? That right there is a question of growth mindset, where the teacher may say, 4 minus 2 is 2. We have the 2 plus 2 is 4, and we also have 4 minus 2 is 2. It's the same problem. It's just a different way to look at it. And that's just the perspective there. Another thing with the growth mindset is to volunteer even when you're unsure. Everybody wants to do something right the first time. You want to always get it right. You don't want to look stupid. You don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing. That's where growth comes from, is when you're put on the spot and you give it your all. And even if you're wrong, which is okay, we're not supposed to be right all the time as human. Even if you're wrong, you take that as a learning lesson, you learn from it, and you move forward. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to look stupid, or not know what you're doing. It doesn't matter what people think. You guys know how I feel about that. Be unapologetically you. Doesn't matter. All right, let's apply some of these. If you can hear Denise in the background, she's teaching class. You guys should definitely get in on that. All right, so handling new projects and tasks. We're going to talk about this here. So say you're assigned to a project or a task at work. It's challenging. You have to do it at home. You have to think. And you kind of think immediately like, oh man, I'm not really good at this. It's really not my strong suit. It might not be one of your strengths, but it doesn't mean you can't learn how to do it, and that's the importance of the difference here, is that, you're willing to take something you're not necessarily good at, that it might not be your strong suit, but you're willing to learn it. In a fixed mindset, it might take self-defeating thought to run with, concluding that there's no point for you to put in effort because you're just not good at it. There's no point for you to learn something new because you already have your talents and skills. You already have your sweet spot, your niche, and that, you should be given things within your niche. That's not really the case. You can learn, you can grow, you can develop, you can do anything you put your mind to. I'm still in school, I'm still learning, there's tons of things that we can do. Let's talk about how to change our mindset. We have to create a new belief, to believe in yourself. This was going to be an entire topic I was going to talk about, but, while we're at the topic of it, to believe in yourself. The reason we do all of our challenges, the reason I give you guys habits, the reason I tell you to take things one step at a time, small steps every single day, because you end up believing in yourself, because you continually get things done. I don't know about you, but I like to work off a checklist. And if you set yourself a checklist for the day, and you tell yourself every day, I'm going to make my bed as soon as I wake up. Day one comes, obviously you're motivated, so you're there. You get up, you make your bed, you continue on your day. Cool. Got it. Check one for the day. Day 2 comes, you get it done. Day 3 comes, you half-ass it. Day 4 comes, you're like, oh, no. Day 5 comes, you're running late, your alarm goes off late, your alarm doesn't go off, you get up, you run. Okay, well, you set a goal to make your bed every day. So what you do by doing it for a few days and then not doing it for a few days is you wire your brain to think, this is something you always do. You always set a new goal. And, this is me talking inside my head. You always set a new goal. You always start off strong. You do a great job. And then you just fade off. So we're not really going to stick to this for a long time. We're just going to do what we always do. We're going to do it for a few days and we're not going to do it anymore. Everything's going to be fine. We're not actually going to change. We're not actually going to grow. We're not actually going to, continue this. It'll be fine. We can be uncomfortable for a few days, but not forever. And that's what your brain is programmed to think. Your brain is programmed to think, it's going to be different for just a little bit, but we're going to get back to our normal selves. Don't panic. Everything will be fine. What do you guys think? That's not really the capacity to grow. You've taught yourself not to believe in yourself. You've programmed yourself that you will fail. You've programmed yourself that, you're just not going to do it. So how do you fix that? The reason I tell you to take smaller goals and then build off them is to continue to grow that belief again. For example, say you have a goal for, the month of December. Say in December, I'm going to insert your goal here. What I would tell you as a coach to get you to believe in yourself again is cut that goal in half. Tell yourself for 2 weeks that you'll do that. Once you make it 2 weeks, double it. And after you finish the 2 weeks, you're like, all right, for 2 weeks, I'm going to insert goal. You complete that, you check that off, and you double it. You're still going for that month, but because you were able to check off, I did this for 2 weeks, you've completed one of your goals, and you're continuing to teach yourself to believe in yourself again. Like, oh, I did it. I can do it. I can stick to things. That's how you do it. You just take it in smaller chunks. We go one day at a time. I want to see you take your day, check off everything you were supposed to do in the day. Now that we have the My Accountability app, I'm keeping you guys accountable for a few different things: drinking your water, getting in good sleep, paying attention to your meals. Some of you doing the 0 pound challenge, you already know you're reading for 10 minutes. We're taking time for ourselves, and all those things are important, but those are a lot of goals. You don't need all those goals. You just need some to keep you aware of what you do. In terms of self-awareness, it's important to work on becoming more aware of our talents, our strengths, our weaknesses, getting feedback from other people, understanding that feedback is not criticism, but it's meant to build you up. It's meant to build you as a person. We want you to be curious. We want you to continue to find curiosity in things and then figure out how to do them, how to get better at something. Get friendly with challenges. Some of you guys love challenges, and that's important because it helps you develop that growth mindset. If you want to accomplish something, you'll face different challenges in that journey, and that's why we want you familiar with that word, challenge. Life is a challenge. You're going to go over obstacles, under obstacles, around obstacles, and sometimes through them. But that's what we're here for. We hold each other accountable, and we drive together. We are a family. We do everything together. Do what you love what you do. That one's pretty simple. It's not simple to do, but it's simple to understand why. If you love what you're doing, you'll have a growth mindset because you have interest in it. You want to learn more. You want to grow more. You want to do more. Inspire and be inspired by others. Okay, so this one is really important because it's something we do. We always talk about being a flashlight. One of our values is to be a flashlight, which means shine your light on other people, share your journey, inspire them that it is possible, that anything is possible, that they can get started, that they can do whatever they've set their mind to. So it can be tempting to envy other people when they succeed, especially when, they make it further, they do more, they get the goals that you wanted. But, it's not going to help you succeed. That's actually going to hold you back. So you need to commit to being an inspiration to other people and understanding that everybody is going to get their own goals and their own outcome. But you need to be happy with the progress that you get because any progress is progress. You're moving forward. You're going in the right direction. So let's talk about some things that can be hard when we move from a fixed to a growth mindset. Some techniques, that we can work on. One is acknowledging your imperfections. It is fine to have a weakness. We all have them. All of us are human. All of us struggle. Nobody's perfect. I preach that all the time. Take any challenge that comes at you and view it as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to learn a new talent, skill, ability. Try something difficult. Actually volunteer for something that you're unsure of. Keep up on some research. There's a lot of research going on now. Replace the word failing with learning. That one's super important. Understand that you don't need approval from other people. You don't need other people to tell you, that you're doing good. You don't need other people to tell you have to do something. Just do what you want to do. Prioritize learning over approval. Find a way to value what you're learning. Cultivate that sense of purpose. when you find your purpose and you follow your passion, you will then have an outcome, and celebrate that outcome. Celebrate every inch of progress that comes your way. Disassociate from failure. Completely get it out of your mindset. Failure is the fear. What is it? Fear and, oh, I got to look that up. All right, while I look that up, we will continue. But failure acronym. Maybe we will, because my brain only thinks in one way. Failure. Here we go. No. Fearful, arrogant, insecure, lonely, uncertain, resentful, and empty. That's what failure stands for. Of course, I didn't remember that. But the word fail itself is first attempt in learning. That's the one I was looking for. First attempt in learning. And when you completely disassociate with learning, the goal here is, when you completely disassociate with failure, your goal is to develop a passion for learning. There we go. All right. Reward your actions instead of your traits. If you're already good at something, don't reward yourself for, being personable, for being kind, for being nice. Reward yourself for something that's challenging. Reflect on your learning, always self-teach. You learn something, teach it to somebody else so that you self-teach again. They used to teach that in school all the time. I don't know if they do anymore. Try to get rid of the idea of succeeding on talent alone. Okay, recognize that it's going to take some hard work. You're not just naturally going to be good at everything, which is fine. I'm going to sit here and tell you that it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to think that you need to improve yourself in some way. It's completely normal to find things you don't like about yourself. What's not normal is to get stuck in that mindset, okay? And by not normal, I mean, everybody goes through that, but it's going to take a detriment to your mental health. So it's important that we take those things like, oh, I feel negatively towards this, this, and this, and we twist them to learn how to turn them into positives. And the last one here really is to take ownership of your own attitude and take pride in your growing mindset. I talk a lot about taking responsibility for your actions, taking responsibility for anything you do, where you're at. Take responsibility for your current situation, because it's been your daily tasks and habits that have got you to where you're at, whether that be good or bad. Take that as something you can learn from and develop from. And if you're in a place where you don't necessarily like, your mindset, where you look, blah, 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 blah. If you don't like your current situation, think about what you do every single day, because what you do every single day has got you right here. And something within your day is building you to where you're at, to where we now have to change your daily, what you do every day, to then develop a new you, a new situation, a new mindset, a new look, a new this, a new that, whatever it may be. It comes from your daily habits. And if I could recommend any book to anybody, it's called The Slight Edge. The Slight Edge is a book that talks about doing the little things when they seem like you don't need to do them. It's about doing the things that are hard, that seem pointless, even when chaos hits the fan, or, you have a million other things you need to do, but doing those little things and how it impacts you as a person and in your productivity. So I hope you guys get a little bit of value out of this mindset training. I apologize it wasn't as interactive. I will make sure I fix my Zoom today. But I hope you learned a little bit about your growth mindset or your fixed mindset, or where you need to grow, and things you can do. I will have this video uploaded and sent to you. If you have any further questions, please reach out to us so I can make more videos, or, just simply answer your questions. So I appreciate you guys. Start your Monday off right. Have a great day. Later.